and welcome. Yes, it's that time of week for something different. It's Cook on Sunday, and bringing you the very best of our cooking expertise, laughs, and satirical behaviour from myself and Chris are John and Nick to go through some of the best breakfasts this week. And we hope that we can certainly tantalise you to get in the kitchen on Sunday morning and produce an amazing fry up. Now, I think that's where we'll start it, chaps. Are we all okay?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
The first episode's a hard one to top. Excellent advice. If you haven't listened to episode 1, please go to our YouTube account, click like and subscribe, and please feel free to comment because I'll guarantee we'll get back to you with any thoughts. Last week's episode was a perler on the Sunday roast, so give that a try if you haven't already listened. This time it's his breakfast. So we'll be discussing different kinds of breakfasts as well, not just the fry up. But the fry up, I think, the full English. If we've got any American listeners, can't compete with the full English, a proper full English, for the best breakfast in the world being a full English.
I think it's the cholesterol hit, isn't it?
Yeah. Would you describe the full English as a hangover cure for some?
It depends on your constitution, right?
Yeah.
Some people can handle it the next
yes.
day. But you would get some people that wolf down a full English and it'd make a very swift reappearance.
Yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from there.
It's a meal that you can have about once a week at the most, though.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, but when you go on holiday, Nick, you have it every morning, don't you?
For you racing fans out there, it's like the Cheltenham Festival. You'll see lots of bloggers and people that are at the festival
Yes.
for 4 days, and every morning it is a fry up. Photos galore. So let's discuss the gourmet that it is, the fry up. Let's start by getting the plate correct. We had a poll on Twitter regarding mashed potatoes. Do they belong on Sunday roast? And mashed potato is currently losing that it doesn't quite belong on Sunday roast. So we need to come up with the perfect full English breakfast. So the obvious staple one is the bacon. What sort of bacon are we using?
Streaky.
Yeah, dry cured streaky for me, mate.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's not the old-fashioned English back bacon?
Not for me, no.
No.
If you can have something tasty. Everything's supposed to be healthy. Listen, have fewer breakfasts, but make them tasty.
You're playing into our American friends' hands here, because I've had discussions with some American friends of mine, and they say that streaky bacon is better than back bacon. And here we are. I've got the two best gourmets that I know, personally, have both come on and said streaky bacon. What a pair. We have a difference of opinion, Joe.
They're wrong, though. Back
Yeah.
bacon's different gear, isn't it? I mean, streaky is, it just turns out like shoe leather,
Yeah.
doesn't it? I think back bacon's different class, surely. Come on. I think you should give these two the sack. They were strong stuff. They're fading badly in the last furlong, gasping for air. They need a wind up, I think. Really, they do. Both of them. Streaky bacon.
So, John, first of all, you agreed with Nick, streaky bacon.
But it's got far more flavour.
Okay, that's fine. I had the opinion, it's great. The best way of cooking streaky bacon, because don't forget, there's people here that probably have never put a pan on that listening to
I've
it.
never left the armchair, our demographic.
Yeah,
Can't put a pan on. Crikey.
I have two methods, actually. One, I would lay the streaky bacon flat in a dry pan, add a splash of water, put a low light under the pan, cook it slow until the bacon just starts to crisp up. If you take it beyond the just crispy point, you'll ruin it. It's got to just start to tighten up a bit with the fat. And the alternative to that's do it on a tray in the oven.
Tray in the oven? I've never heard that, ever.
I have heard of it. Is that grilled?
It's lovely because it renders the fat out of the bacon. What's left crisps up lovely and it just intensifies the flavour.
Is that grilling it, essentially?
No, baking.
No, because your grill's got a direct flame coming onto it. The oven is just all round heat.
Right. This is incredible. I didn't think last week's show could be topped in terms of certain tips. Came out about roast spuds and Yorkshire puddings, but this is an absolute curveball. We've started off the breakfast show with streaky bacon that can also be done on a tray in the oven.
But the good thing about it, you don't have to stand over it.
I would go with John's first method.
When
making a sandwich, I put my streaky bacon in, I wipe the slice of bread underneath,
Yes.
put the bacon back on top, put another slice on top, the bread infused with the bacon fat, press it down, cook for a little while till it gets just a little bit toasty and turn it over. If you're going to be unhealthy, make sure it really tastes nice. And that way you've got all the fat in the bread and you've got a real bacon sandwich.
Right. Getting me hungry here again. The bacon sandwich I like. I
Yeah.
like that dipping, Nick. I like that. My nan, when I was younger, used to do me some beef drip off the roast, and it was phenomenal. She didn't put too much on, but it was just enough to give you that lovely taste. So we've started off the fry up then. Me and Chris are on the back foot here. So streaky bacon is the key ingredient here to full English breakfast. John, what else are we doing on your plate?
Well, I'm saying the next choice would have to be the sausage.
Yeah.
I'm not a real fan of herby sausage.
No.
I just like a plain pork, rough textured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Do you go to butchers for your sausage?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
None of this supermarket induced, water-filled nonsense. You're straight to the butchers.
Oh, absolutely. I'd rather blow a hippo than Richmond sausage or anything like that.
Yeah.
Slightly excessive. I mean, I think blowing a hippo, I'd still go for a Walls banger than a hippo's cock.
Don't knock it till you've tried it, Chris. It's very exciting.
I've never been to Iran, but I know I wouldn't particularly enjoy it. So on that basis, yeah.
You can accept that it's very exciting, though.
John, are you cooking your sausages? Just straightforward in the pan?
The sausages go in the oven 15 minutes before the bacon.
Okay.
So you're not pan frying your sausage or anything like that?
No, I don't bother. I like to get as much done on the tray in the oven as possible, because if you're doing everything in
Yes.
a pan or pans on the top, it makes the timings tricky for keeping everything hot.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's sausage in the oven. How do you like your sausages? Some like a good brown on top.
Yeah, you want colour on them, I think.
Like King Kong's fingers, he likes them like that. Yeah, similar, but not quite.
Something like that. Coming to you, Nick. Sausages wise, me, John, and Chris are unanimous. A fully resounding pork sausage with no messing about with them.
I do like other sausages, but they're for different things. You're not having fry up all the time. I occasionally do mine in the pan. If I'm lazy, I put it in the oven. And I always cook it in lard. I never oil.
Ooh. Nick, you went on about taste, and this is it. Everything you're doing is all about the taste.
Yeah.
If you're going unhealthy and you don't do it very often, then make sure the taste is spot on. And I'm liking where you're going. So we're pretty unanimous on the old sausage there. So what's to come next on the plate? I presume we're going to go eggs. Is any form of eggs acceptable on an English breakfast? i.e. scrambled eggs, poached eggs, fried eggs? Is it just down a personal preference?
I don't think I'd ever, at this point in my life, select anything other than the fried eggs.
Right.
Back in the day, I might have had something different.
I don't mind poached eggs at all.
I love poached eggs. Fabulous.
I agree with John. Traditionally, I do like a fried egg. I like it sunny side up. We'll get onto the fried bread later, but a bit of fried bread added to the plate as well. The John likes that, I don't know. But I will say this. The producer of this show makes a very mean scrambled egg. She can add either chives to them and she peppers them really well.
Fabulous.
She uses creme fraiche, and they are, what Nick was saying about taste, they are really tasty. She's very, very good. Obviously, because she is a pescatarian, so naturally she's not going to be eating the bacon and sausage, so she's got to make good eggs. If she don't make good eggs,
give her the sack. That's it.
she's in trouble. So you know you're going to get good eggs off the producer. John likes good fried egg. Presume you're sunny side up, you're not hard egg.
I like a running yolk.
Poached or fried.
I think the consensus is fried egg sunny side up. So it's streaky bacon, pork sausages, egg sunny side up. What's the next thing we add to the breakfast, John?
I'll be going with mushrooms.
Controversial topic, the mushrooms for breakfast. It's akin to mashed potatoes with Sunday dinner.
I'm keen on mushrooms than I was a few weeks ago, because I've actually found out Gary Eats screams like a girl every time mushrooms are mentioned or even on the menu.
You're obsessed with Gary Eats.
I would make mushrooms an absolute gimme for any breakfast.
The producer, when she's in the mood, she likes mushrooms, obviously, on her breakfast, the old veggie breakfast. How would you do your mushrooms, John? Come on, I'd be tantalised by this.
Pretty much a hard fry in a non-stick frying pan. Just a tiny bit of oil to set them off. When they're nicely cooked down, a knob of butter, a pinch of garlic chopped, and maybe a splash of soy sauce.
What?
And plenty of white pepper.
White pepper, okay. Nick, what are you saying to John's mushroom ideas?
Oh, bollocks to that. I ain't mushrooms at all. I like grilled tomatoes. You're balancing the flavour.
Oh, I want tomatoes as
You
well.
can. You absolutely can. I've got another 25 minutes of this nonsense to fill.
Nick, we'll get to tomatoes in a minute. We're talking mushroom.
I like tinned mushroom. I know.
You
No.
know,
Yes, I do. I actually like.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I like them.
Look at Jolly Green Giant here.
Mushrooms are like 3-year-old maidens.
I don't mind.
Don't mind. Yeah, a few racing fanatics that listen to the show. Nick likes the older handicaps. Love your racing.
If you don't like racing, you think he's on about 3-year-old children and handicapped children. Yeah, very quickly. It's about horses, just for the avoidance of doubt. He's talking about horses.
Yeah.
Well, they're getting choked off YouTube.
Yes, I have.
Right, so we've any torn on mushrooms. Chris, you have really messed this up by saying tin mushrooms, which is a disgrace.
Not a preference, but I don't mind them.
Do you like the plain tin mushroom or like the chesswood creamed mushrooms that you have?
No, I'm not that
Right,
exotic. I like
yeah,
the plain ones. Don't mind them. It wouldn't be my
Uh-huh.
choice, but I wouldn't turn my nose up at them. There you go.
We haven't come to tomatoes yet. Nick obviously wants to get going on tomatoes. I'm going to say the next one, and obviously we have Scottish breakfast, Irish breakfast as well. Black pudding and white pudding. Before we bring the gourmets on here, I'm saying that white pudding is better than black pudding after having it in Scotland. And I was also partial to a bit of haggis as well.
Yeah.
But the white pudding for me was very, very enjoyable. So I'm asking John your thoughts on black and white pudding on the breakfast plate.
Well, I'm having both of them and haggis.
How big's your plate, John?
Right.
You can see John's burgeoning plate already, can't you?
I don't see any reason not to have all three of those. They're all different. They're all fantastic.
Yeah.
And there's nothing not to like. The only thing you're probably going to need 3 eggs to make sure you get plenty of runny yolk to deal with the 3 items.
I get only doing it occasionally and making it unhealthy, but you don't want to die.
You're not going to die with them.
Well, you are going to die eventually. I hate to break it to you all.
You've got so much on your plate now.
Yeah, well, that's it. When they do the autopsy, they're not going to say, Christ, that breakfast you had 15 years ago has killed you.
Yeah, but you might give yourself a heart attack trying to lift the plate up.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah, you want table service, obviously.
So, John, black pudding and white pudding, is it just a simple way of cooking, getting them in the oven, away they go? Do you put them in the frying pan? What are you doing with black and white pudding?
When I do a breakfast, it's an absolute piece of piss. All 3 are going on that tray in the oven.
It's interesting what you said about timing. People that have had a great night out the night before, they're ready for a breakfast.
I'd say anything up to 3 fingers thick on your slice of black pudding, it can go in the same time as a sausage.
Yeah.
Same thing with the white pudding and the haggis. Whatever size of slice, you just wrap a little bit of foil around it and sit it on the tray.
Yeah.
As long as it heats through, it's absolutely fine because it's already cooked, it's been boiled.
Nick, what are you saying to black, white pudding and haggis?
Haggis, maybe not. I love black pudding, but I don't like it overcooked. I don't like it too crispy. I like it a bit crumbly. I like white pudding as well. There's no problem with it.
Chris is silent on this. I presume this isn't your gourmet taste, Chris, the old black pudding.
Absolutely is. On the contrary, I'm silent because I'm listening intently. I like white pudding. I like black pudding very, very much. And I think they belong on a fry-up plate. Really do. Yeah, big fan.
That's a total nap then. So they are
Yes.
definitely going on. The mushrooms is contentious. We can see that. We can feel that amongst the pod. But the black pudding and white pudding and you could argue haggis in a way. Me and John are in favour of that.
Oh, absolutely.
I bet you Scottish listeners out there love a bit of haggis now and again.
Yeah, they do. They eat anything up there, though, don't they? Seat fried Mars bars and whatever. Oreo cookies fried in dripping or whatever.
We better not go into Scottish breakfast because you have square sausage and potato scones and things like that, and you'll get very complicated.
So
Yeah.
we're pretty excited on the old black puddings and white puddings. So let's move on. And Nick's urging to talk about tomatoes. You see, I can't stand tomatoes I like cherry tomatoes.
Oh, now you're wrong. You're wrong now. God,
You
what?
can't have tin tomatoes.
Not thin, no.
Not tin tomatoes. No.
It's dreadful.
Fresh tomatoes grilled, plenty of salt and
Yes,
pepper.
correct.
Oh,
Correct.
now you're talking a different game.
Not tinned. No, not tinned.
Now
God.
you're talking a different game. Nick, how long do you grill your tomato for?
You want some nice big ones.
Sounds rude, doesn't it?
I cut them in 3. So they're all the same size.
Right.
You want that nice blend. You don't want it blackened or anything. About 2 or 3 minutes each side until they're fork tender.
Right, okay. What seasoning are you putting on them?
Just salt and pepper, the normal.
Okay. Chris, John, bringing you two in on this one. Chris, what's your view? Do you agree with Nick there, the old grilled tomato?
Yeah, I do. I think a tiny bit of salt and pepper is very, very nice. I agree. You don't want them sort of charred like you can see some of them, but yeah, fork tender, they're very, very nice. I think it cuts through a lot of the grease that, that you're going to be ingested as a result of the rest of it. So I think it just provides an interesting counterpoint to the grease.
Interesting indeed. John?
The medical team are going to be all over this one.
It's like Quincy, this. Nick's been Quincy.
Jack Klugman, guy been off school watching at 2 o'clock.
I put a bit of butter in a pan, let that melt. I cut the tomatoes in half, lightly pepper them, then dip the cut side in sugar, put that face down in the pan,
Sugar?
and let them brulee.
Ooh.
You will never, ever
Ooh.
do them any other way after you've had them like that once in an English breakfast, I promise you.
No, you'll be dead.
Oh, wow. Who'd have thought we can have a show like this on an English breakfast and have top tomato tips on getting a good tomato on the plate?
Intense amount of sugar on the cut portion will caramelise.
Forget it would, yeah.
And by
Yeah,
then, the tomato's gone a wee bit mushy. Then you just whip it out on the plate.
Bosh.
Because what you got to remember, a lot of tomatoes these days taste of absolutely bugger all.
Oh, yeah.
They're not anywhere near as nice as they used to be. And I found that little artificial assistance, as I like to call it, helps a great deal, and it complements the black and white pudding and the haggis, etc. absolutely perfectly.
Okay, this is great. I'm loving this. So my final addition to the breakfast before anyone else can add other things to the breakfast to finish off the throats before we talk other things is, of course, northern people like this kind of thing, the good old fried bread. I think fried bread is absolutely awesome if it's done right. A lot of the time it's done very wrong. I feel that if it's done to perfection, I think fried bread is a fantastic addition to the breakfast plate. John?
I love a bit of fried bread. Usually Warburton's extra thick toasty would be my fried bread of choice, the green packet, folks. I'm fairly simple with the method. I get plenty of sunflower oil in a pan and get it proper hot, and then it cooks in a matter of seconds.
Dip it.
Doesn't absorb too much fat as long as you get the fat proper hot.
Like you say, you get that crispy outer. You don't want it hard.
No.
But you want it that right crunch taste. Oh, yeah, perfect. Nick, fried bread.
Oh, yeah. I totally agree with fried bread. If I'm really in the mood, I'll do eggy bread. Instead.
Ooh,
I'm not a fan of that at all. No.
eggy
Oh,
bread.
it's lovely.
You used to have that as a student.
Shit, that is. Ooh.
Oh, lovely. It's
That's
lovely.
horrible.
Yeah.
Ooh, eggs and bread. Ugh, vile.
I totally agree. Fried bread is a must.
Yeah. It can be very, very rich. So you're right not to get too much fat absorption because you can have one slice and think, "Oh, it's turned me over." When you get it in calves a lot of the time, it's rock hard and it's so fatty and rich. You have a slice of that and you think, "Oh, I don't want anything else."
Those tomatoes I was on about are superb with
There
the
you go.
fried bread.
Ambulance is coming for you there, John.
Yeah,
After breakfast.
for a heart attack. Yeah.
Nick sent one round.
Yeah.
I must think I'm having a breakfast now, yeah.
It's a preemptive strike, isn't it?
Yeah.
John will have things in train, others we do it
Yeah,
show.
neighbours are called the ambulance. Yeah, he's having another breakfast. Fourth today. Yeah.
We must stress to listeners our normal breakfast usually consists of coffee, 2 cigarettes,
Yeah.
and scowling at Oddschecker in the
Yeah,
morning.
that's right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Any other additions? I'm going to bring up something controversial now, and this might upset John. Do hash browns belong on a breakfast?
No,
Oh, no.
I like hash browns, but not on a breakfast.
No,
But no.
I knew I'd upset him with that one.
I've yet to find a useful function for a hash brown.
Oh, nice, but not breakfast.
No, I don't seem to ever have the opportunity to fit them into a menu anywhere. I don't know why.
We're about done, I suppose. Unless anyone's got any other additions for a breakfast, have we? Go on then.
Yes,
Yes.
this is the ultimate for starters, the baked
Yeah.
beans.
Oh, some people find that controversial.
You have to have the baked beans.
I think you need them for the wet.
Yes, I agree.
I think if you have fried bread, I like beans on mine. But if I'm not having fried
Yeah.
bread, I don't want beans. That's how I stand. I'm quite solid on that one.
Mm.
Any specific additions that you add to your beans, John, for your taste buds?
Plenty of salt and pepper and a bloody good pinch of sugar.
Aren't they sweet enough already, though? Baked beans are full of sugar anyway, aren't they?
It's a matter of taste, isn't it? I just put a pinch, you don't even the spoon size of that.
Before I come to Nick, one food tip on baked beans, if you do like your baked beans on a breakfast, I would save plenty of money by buying Aldi baked beans over Heinz baked beans. There is very little taste difference, and you save a lot of money per can.
And you don't need a pan. You open the tin, and that goes on the tray in the oven at the same time as you start.
It's your tray.
I'm just imagining John's tray. These big American trucks.
It's like a flatbed on a truck, isn't it? It's, you just pull the boot down, it's all sitting there.
They've got like a fridge freezer and a
Yes.
shower and a bed and a proper toilet.
Yeah, but while everybody else is pissing about trying to get the timings right, all I'm doing is opening the oven door, getting the
There you
tray
go.
out and shutting it on a plate.
I'm calling John
Yes.
Mr. Tray from now on. He knows his stuff on trays, does John. I think we're getting there on the fry up.
One more.
Go on, yeah, absolutely. I'm up, yeah, go on.
Lovely couple of lamb's kidneys.
Oh, what?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Yes, that
Yeah.
is an inspired call.
Oh my God, tell me more, please.
Flash fried in the pan. A couple of lamb's kidneys split in half down the middle and the membrane taken out.
Fabulous.
I've never had them. What do they taste like?
Like an orgasm in the mouth.
Beautiful.
Really?
You said it, Chris.
Oh my God, Nick, you'd call this roadkill, wouldn't you?
Yeah, probably.
No, fabulous.
I think my plate's full enough already.
Condiments, sauces. There's a lot of controversies with breakfast. People go mad if you say I have tomato sauce on this or I have brown sauce with this. People say, "What, you have tomato sauce on eggs, you idiot? It's brown sauce with eggs, etc., etc." What are we saying for the breakfast? What do you like on the side of your plate? Brown tomato sauce? Any preferences on brands?
Heinz tomato.
Yeah, me and all. Definitely.
No,
Yeah.
So no brown sauce fanatics.
I only do brown sauce in mince.
Yeah,
actually.
the producer likes brown sauce on an egg and hash brown sandwich.
Ooh, that's a bit controversial. Do you think brown sauce? I don't know.
Just pepper for me. I don't have any sauce on
Fair
there.
enough. We'll swiftly move on because we've got other topics to discuss on breakfast, which I want to come on to. Because obviously, not everyone that say listens to this show would necessarily love a fry up in the morning and would be
Yes.
looking for breakfast ideas. What would be one of your favourite, say, healthy breakfasts? I'll tell you what I'm partial to. I love natural Greek yogurt with honey mixed in. Sometimes, when you're just not feeling food as a whole, that's a great way to start the day. You get a bit of sugar rush. You're not eating a load of crap.
Like in 5 Kit Kats and a mug of hot chocolate, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just kicking us off with that, just a guide. I'm asking you guys.
The Turkish put it on a plate, Lee. They put yogurt, honey, and they put Nutella. And they've got this lovely bread called simit.
Yeah.
Which is like a bagel, but with sesame seeds. It's crispy outside, in the middle it's lovely. And Turkish, they have some meats as well, and it is beautiful. So if you ever get some simit bread, well, one of my favourite breads.
Wow. Good tip. Simit bread. We've had John on how to cook a tomato that I've never heard before in my life. And now simit bread. I have never heard of simit bread either. And I am 52 years old. John, when you're not in the mood for a big ambulance fry-up, what's your ideal healthy morning?
My favourite breakfast when I'm on a health kick, such as it is, would be Scott's porridge oats made with milk.
Right.
And a few prunes.
Prunes. Ooh, gold. Prunes.
I love porridge.
Yes.
I'm into me porridge at the moment with the weather in the UK, which is obviously quite cold. And so porridge is the staple of choice in the morning. But I do like sugar adding to it. As a kid, I was the ready bread fanatic. I used to get my mum to put about 8 teaspoons.
Yeah, you got to, and you're like half of it's sugar.
I have porridge most mornings. What I do, this combines both your things.
Yeah.
I do it in milk, and then I put yogurt and honey on the top and sultanas around. So you get the bit of the healthy split, you get the hot and cold contrast, and you get the sultanas as well, and the sweet. That brings it all together.
I'm going to ask the producers to help me with that. Obviously, well, not help me. She'll be doing it.
Well, so what help do you need to add sultanas? What are you, paralysed or something? Go to the cupboard.
You've already said I'm welded to this chair. When Han Solo were frozen in carbonite in Star Wars. It's that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like Jabba the Hutt. You're just like feeding like bowls of frogs or whatever.
Skin's fused, isn't it?
Just as Princess Leia or whatever. Yeah, that's your go. An interesting insight into your domestic life now, I think.
Chris, on the old healthy side.
Never.
I know you're not.
I don't have breakfast. That's the terrible thing. I don't eat till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I have like 1.5 meals a day. I should eat breakfast, but I never bother.
Are you like a coffee and
Yeah,
2 cigarettes,
definitely.
2
Yeah,
Marlboro?
that's it. Breakfast of champions, Nick, that is. Honestly.
Isn't that a European
It
breakfast?
is.
People in
Yeah,
Monaco do, and
supermodels like me and Nick. We have it. Yeah, a glass of water and a Marlboro Light, and that's us done for the day. Yeah.
I'm too sexy for
That's
Southend,
me,
yeah?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
200%. Yeah, man. I don't bother with breakfast. I never have time normally. Normally we wake up, I don't fancy it at all, but you boys, I wake up about like 11:30. But you're quite hungry, aren't you, after 14 hours sleep?
I'm loving this show. Again, I didn't think we'd do as well as the first one because I thought the Sunday roast it'd be more interesting than a breakfast, which it is, but I think we've done quite well on this one. Self-praise is no praise at all.
None at all. In fact, we're the only people listening to this. You do realise, don't you? It's an echo chamber. Yes.
Absolutely. This hangs in the corridors of time. This episode will be available, hopefully, in 30, 40 years' time. And it might become cult by then when we're all dead, earning fortunes.
It might be like Blue Peter Garden. It's the time capsule, isn't it?
There might be 40 million
Yeah.
listens and views, and then no one can take royalties because we're all dead.
Yeah, it'd be out of time. Knowing our luck, be a day out of time when it's discovered. That's royalty free. Honestly, that's our luck, isn't it?
Absolutely. Right, so coming on to your childhood days, I think this is good. I like looking back to childhood days when we had the school dinners and all that rubbish. So coming on to best and the worst breakfast as a child. So Chris, you must have had breakfast as a child.
Oh, some horrors.
What was your best breakfast as a child you can remember growing up?
Best breakfast is like fry up. Always good. They always live long in the memory. But the worst breakfast, I hate grapefruit. I remember going on a family holiday to, funnily enough, a place called Dulverton down in Exmoor, which is not far from Brompton Regis, where Jeremy Scott trains. And there was a hotel there, I think called the Red Lion. And on the last day, well, you've got to have grapefruit. It's good for I hate it. So finish it. We paid for it, usual sort of stuff. So I finished it. And then we drove outside of Exmoor and I threw up all over the front console of my dad's orange Morris Marina. And there was sick everywhere. Between the seats where you can't get it, it was everywhere. It was, and the smell was, we drove about 5 hours back with all windows open. It was foul. So I've never, ever had grapefruit since then. Revolting stuff. Horrible.
Listeners, we'll do a challenge with Chris to eat a grapefruit.
No, God, no. Oh, I'll do out for money. I'm like Tomo. Yeah,
I'm going to say I'll do anything
much?
for money.
I'll eat shit for that, honestly. That's quite right. Yeah. Yes.
Funny as. So grapefruit was bad. Chris recommends a good baked sandwich or a fry up when he was growing up. Nick, when you were growing up, and I know we're going back to like Boer War times.
Culloden, and that was it. It was delicious.
Food was generally shit when I was growing up in the 60s and 70s. But I remember my first breakfast I really liked. It was when we went on a school trip to Versailles. It's great first time away from home over on the ferry. Got to see the Palace of Versailles. Got chucked out for trying to kick the French school kids' heads in.
Good. Stealing the art, yeah.
But we were staying at this little place and they gave us chocolate croissants amongst other things for breakfast. I've never had one before in my life then. The coffee tasted different. If you've ever tasted coffee in England in the 60s and 70s, you didn't want to go there.
Mellow Birds, that was it, wasn't it?
Mellow Birds, yeah. Oh, it was terrible.
Chocolate croissants and coffee was my first breakfast that I thought, there's more to life than I've been brought up with.
Powdered eggs and things, yeah.
What was the bad ones? You must have had,
there's two bad ones numerous ones. I come from a family that cremated things, so there was burnt offerings a lot of time. I'm like Chris, I didn't used to eat breakfast a lot when I was young. Occasionally it was slung in front of me, but often I went to school without anything.
My breakfasts were pretty poor back then, but I'll tell you one thing, the cereals back when I was a kid tasted much better than they do now, since they brought all these sugar laws in and everything else in. The cereals now taste rancid compared
they do. They're horrible.
to what the cereals used to do when I was a kid. So, John, to finish us off, your favourite and worst brekkies as a kid?
It's quite easy, this one. They could not get me to eat breakfast as a kid. An absolute war between me and the parents. One morning, the old fella, in his wisdom, decided, right, he is going to eat something this morning. And he had boiled 4 eggs And when I say hard boil, he took them to that extent where the yolks are starting to go grey.
Oh
Oh,
God.
yeah,
Oh,
overboiled.
yeah.
The grey ring round it.
Anyway, he did have the decency to peel them for me. He cut them in half and drenched them in salt. I got 4 or 5 steps down the street after leaving the house before I vomited.
God. Oh.
That was absolutely barbaric. And then, obviously, that caused great debate amongst the family as to what they were going to do to get me to eat breakfast. And my great aunt Rose, who lived quite close by, said, "Oh, I'll come over in the morning. I'll get some eggs down him." And I was worried sick. I thought, oh, another attempt. What they're going to do this time? We've had them hard boiled. They're maybe going to serve this lot up with cement or something. But anyway, what she did, she put half a pint of full milk,
Yeah.
cracked 2 eggs into the milk, whisked it up, put 2 dessert spoons of sugar in the milk and egg mixture, and then a bloody good slug of sherry.
Christ.
The concoction didn't touch the sides.
But it didn't.
And I was asking for more.
I bet you were actually, yeah. I can quite imagine that.
It's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, you've always had a sweet tooth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it an actual recognised recipe? Is it called anything? Was it something that was just
It was just what they used to give you back in the day because it does you
excellent?
good.
Excellent.
Puts hairs on your
Get
chest.
that down you. Yeah, get that down you.
Remember that? They
Yeah,
always used to
yeah.
say, eat that, it'll put hairs on your chest.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
that down you. Children in Africa would kill for that. Eat it. You'll send it to them. Then I don't want it.
Yeah. Yeah.
One final thing I want to add is, when we talk about healthy breakfast and going back to that bit,
Yeah.
how on earth do you eat bran flakes without any additives? It is
Can't.
literally cardboard. Another thing, the producer, I'm going to shop her here because she deserves shopping on this one. So Weetabix, she could eat cold, with cold milk and no sugar additives.
Oh.
Nothing on it. It's like eating bales of hay, is it not?
Yes, it is. It's like the shredded cardboard you get in packing cases, isn't it? That's sort of at the
I
bottom.
like
Yeah.
Weetabix, but only with sugar on. I mean, hot
Yeah.
milk. It's got to be hot milk and sugar.
Got to be hot milk. Yeah.
Substitute it for honey.
Yeah, substitute, whatever. If anyone eats them, bran flakes, or that special K-Ramel that they used to shove down you and say, that's the health kick. If anyone can eat them untreated, just as it is, you're weird. You're extremely weird. You need some serious words with yourself. There's no taste at all. In fact, forget taste. It's like eating absolute cardboard.
Yeah.
I have bran flakes on my kitchen counter, but I need copious amounts of sugar before I'll get involved.
I just use honey, Lee.
Yeah, that's a good substitute. But there we go. So that's a great note to finish on. A top tip: don't eat bran flakes or any of that rubbish that they say is healthy without any additives, such as Nick's sugar supplement, at the very least.
I'm a full English instead.
And call the ambulance, as we've done on tonight's show. Don't forget to click like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Twitter and join in the interaction on food. Me, John, Nick and Chris signing out for another episode of Cook on Sunday. Bye for now.